Yo, what's up guys? It's WaterCreeper06. It has been, I believe, 4 years since I've uploaded. The reason for that is the previous video that I had recorded, I had just gotten a new laptop and didn't think to mess around with the audio settings at all. So I just recorded, put my microphone up, or actually used my mic that time for this previous video. And you could hear my voice somewhat at the beginning, but then if you had it turned up all the way, then as soon as I started the game, you just got jump scared and rest in peace headphone users. So yeah, at the beginning of it, I said, it's been 2 months I've uploaded. Well, here it's been about 4 years since I've uploaded, I think. So anyway, this is just a little like hello and um, just a start to the video. Don't turn the volume up to try to hear what I say at the beginning. It's really not worth it. After recording this message, I'll maybe just edit that part out anyway. So, we'll just see how that goes. But in the meantime, enjoy the video, and hopefully I'll have part 30, the last part, up sometime soon. Or maybe I'll split it into part 31 also, just depending how it goes. So just a short message and see you guys around.
Really done anything since we last ate it off at the battle.
Alright, so it looks like here, I, wanted to gather some more GP to get some of the other stuff in the gold saucer that you need. So, just doing the simple trick of running back and forth through the gold saucer entrance, waiting for the guy in the background to pop up to uh, let you exchange your gil into GP. So yeah, just real basic trick here, and so that will help with some housekeeping if you're just trying to get some extra stuff for the game. So here I sat at the screen of the GP exchange for way too long. Who knows what I was talking about, but thankfully I turned exactly a gil into exactly 2000 GP, and that will be enough to get you the EXP plus materia, so that will help you finish leveling up your characters if you're just trying to max them out. So here I had cut from the gold saucer back to our chocobo and the high wind,
I've
and ironically enough,
is
hindsight being 2020, I actually said in this
and
part
the
I could kind of make it out. I was talking about the
but
audio and
check
spikes in the audio, and I didn't know how it was going to sound.
there's
Uh,
spikes in the
Probably
audio.
should did things like make another save and like keep things backed up for a bit.
Close the game
But anyway,
or change tabs or whatever.
just
You did.
had all that.
If I
Uh,
do,
Part of the housekeeping is I forgot to go to the Sunken
it's
Galenka,
really loud.
which I think is how
I
you
don't know how
say it.
loud it will be for you.
Forgot to go there and get Yuffie's ultimate weapon,
So
which I
yeah,
believe is
basically
the
just
conformer. And
yeah,
so
we're in a
that
cave.
is in the sunken airplane thing that you get from
Sunken
the
cave.
Junon submarine. So that's what we do here before heading to the northern cave.
Geldnika, whatever. Sunken airplane, which will actually encounter a boss fight. So that's where you use ultimate weapons. So before you do anything, I
So I'm not entirely sure what I was doing with this part. I don't know if I had gotten lost in the room, just forgot where to go. Maybe I was just trying to show off some of the crazy, or actually, I guess, more annoying enemies for this area. I mean, just constant status ailments or tons of HP, especially with confusion, damage your own party and then they're gone. So, I believe that's all I was trying to show in this area, and then I show you where to get the small chest with Yuffie's conformer.
I'm not entirely sure. Alrighty, everyone.
So something interesting that I actually learned in this small little spot, um, if you've played the Diablo games or you've heard of it, in the first game you may have heard the running joke of, or secret, rumor, whatever, of there being like a hidden cow level. And then in Diablo 2, it was added as a joke in the game, the secret cow level. So the developers, at least in the Steam version of Final Fantasy VII, during the second split in the Northern Cave, if you were to put the save crystal down, it will actually register your spot as secret cow level. This is something I only found out thanks to 48 Productions or Death Unites Us Final Fantasy VII Glitches and Oddities video. Uh, I just thought it was the coolest thing. I mean, I haven't finished Diablo, but like I grew up with my dad playing it, and so don't know the overall story, just know of, Secret Cow level. And so seeing that just small little Easter egg or oddity, as Death Unites us would put it, uh, I don't know, just thought it was pretty cool. here is the magic pot, and the only way it can be damaged is by giving it an elixir, and it even says, "Give me elixir." And the magic pot is, I believe, the second best, or the second highest giver of AP for your materia. So if you're trying to level up your materia, this little pond area, or swamp, whatever, is going to be the best place to do it. Because along with the magic pod, I mean, there are other enemies that you can steal or morph other items from that can be helpful to you. But also, there's another enemy which I don't believe I find this time called movers. They're like little flame dudes that look like the fire spirits from Clash Royale. But anyway, um, but this is going to be your best shot at leveling up materia. It just may take a little bit trying to find the right encounters, but it's really the fastest way of doing so. So for some reason here, I just get lost or I can't figure out how to leave this area. So this is actually just where I end the video. Um, I don't know what I was thinking 4 years ago, just trying to get out of this spot. And it's amazing because I had played the game 2 times before, like all the way through, and been in that area multiple times for farming and whatnot. And since this recording, I've played it on the Switch and I've played it on PS4 whenever it was on like PlayStation Plus. Um, yeah, like I've done it before, so I don't know why I got stuck here, but it's just where I end the video.